is Rick Sanchez. I'm with a company called Tractor Tip, and what we have for sale here is a Komatsu PC35 MR-2. We're going to talk a little bit about the mechanics of this particular machine in the first clip, the operating specs in the second, and we'll run it in the third. Price on a new machine like this these days is probably $45,000. This machine has 4,310 hours. As far as manufacturers go, Komatsu's ubiquitous when it comes to excavators. They dominate the excavator market. They have 65% of all excavators that are made are Komatsu machines. The weight on this particular machine is 8,245 pounds. The widest point is actually these tracks right here at 5 foot 9 inches. The transportation length is 16 foot. The tallest point is actually the top of that cab right there at 8 foot 3 inches. This machine is comparable to a Bobcat E35, a John Deere 35D, or maybe a Cat 303.5. As far as options go, as you can see, it's got a strike-off blade right here. It's got rubber tracks. It's got a pattern control change valve right there. It's got auxiliary hydraulics, you can see right here. As far as the engine goes, this is a Yanmar diesel engine, which are found in Bobcat, they're found in John Deere, they're found in Caterpillar, they're found in Case. It's a very common engine. This is a 29 horsepower diesel. It's got a 12-gallon tank, which will yield about 10 to 12 hours worth of work. The machine, the hydraulics, everything on this machine is mechanically sound. There are no leaks anywhere on the equipment. As far as the undercarriage goes, the top speed of this machine is about 3 miles per hour. And as you can see, this undercarriage right here is probably about 85%. This undercarriage here is probably about 45%. There's no leaks on the final drives. The final drives have got plenty of power, enabling this machine to counter rotate. The hydraulics are strong. There's no deflection in the turntable at all. The pins and the bushings are all relatively tight. This is the owner of this machine was the original owner, and he took pretty good care of it. All the pins and the bushings are relatively tight. There's no cracks or welds anywhere on the work equipment. Let me get this side too. We probably didn't clean it up as well as we should have, but we wanted you to see it in its working clothes. There's little or very little deflection, almost no deflection in this kingpin area right in here. As you can see, the teeth are probably about 95%. We're going to talk about the operating specs in the next clip. As far as the operating specs of this machine go, if you look at the specs of with comparable models of Komatsu versus other machines, you'd see that these machines have greater lifting capacities and digging forces than other machines in their class. So, for what it's worth, this machine's got an 18-inch bucket. I guess it's probably about 2.5, 3 foot cubed, or half a wheelbarrow. I don't know how you'd equate that, but the maximum digging depth straight down is 10 foot 5 inches. The maximum reach at ground level from the center of this pin right here is 17.5 feet. The maximum dig height straight up is 16 foot 5 inches, like if you were loading it in something into a dumpster or whatever. The breakout force is 6,720 pounds. The excavator lifting capacity at ground level 6 foot out is 5,800 pounds. As far as this little dozer blade's concerned, drawbar pull is defined as the amount of weight a machine can push or pull in addition to its own. In this case, the drawbar pull on this unit's pretty impressive at 8,000 pounds, so it'll push or pull 8,000 pounds in addition to its own. So we're going to run it for you in the next clip.
Final drive test.
Alright, so this is the hammer circuit right here. I'm just gonna rev it up, show you the lines jumps that the hammer hydraulics work.